No matter how noisy the world
No matter
gets,
how loud the world gets,
Our goal is simple: influence
empower,
and activate.
you can always
be
louder.
Be louder.
What is up, beautiful day sa lahat ng ating listeners, to all our followers. You are tuned in to the Louder Podcast. If this is your first time listening, my name is Josh Vasquez, aka The Josh. Today, I just want to share the law of the iceberg. And maybe some of you guys, when you hear the word iceberg, ang unang pumapasok sa isip nyo is yung show sa Titanic, right? Maybe you have, or maybe you remember the movie Titanic. It's the part where what's the name of the character? I just remember Jane. Is that Jane? Rose? No, not Jane. That's Tarzan. I remember Rose and Jack. Rose and Jack, they were, sila yung bida dun sa iceberg. Sila yung bida sa iceberg. Sila yung bida sa Titanic. And but the main focus of that entire movie was actually about an iceberg that the sailors did not see. Sa kalagitnaan ng dagat, hindi nila nakita because they thought it was just a small chunk of ice. But what they did not see was a big, huge mountain. It's like a mountain of ice sa ilalim. And when you think of iceberg, a lot of us, we think that it just happens sa dagat, icebergs only belong to the sea. As a matter of fact, icebergs, they don't just live, or you don't just see them on the sea, but you see them in daily lives. Sa mga buhay natin, whenever you're listening, if you're listening to this right now, I want you to understand that you also have an iceberg. You have an iceberg. Every single person that you see, they all have an iceberg. We all have icebergs that we hold on to sa buhay natin. Now, what do I mean by that? It's very simple. When we say iceberg, we talk about 10%. 10% on the surface, 90% underneath that no one else sees. And this is what happens in our lives. Most often than not, we only portray, we only project the 10% of what's actually happening sa buhay natin. Even ako, no, if you guys are probably wondering, okay, what is this guy doing? Bakit, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're listening to Spotify, you can't see it. But if you're watching this on YouTube, makikita nyo that I'm in this beautiful hotel. No, I'm somewhere here in a Santorini themed hotel somewhere in Batangas. And I just want to give a shout out, no, kasi this hotel actually allowed me to realize, Camp Netanya, this hotel allowed me to realize that there are a lot of beautiful things that we can actually enjoy in life. And the reason why I'm here right now is because we're celebrating our post-wedding. It's not a honeymoon yet. We think honeymoon is supposed to be more special. So I'm busy. So we're here right now. This is our post-wedding post-wedding celebration. And we just took the time here to unwind. We took the time here to actually talk to each other. My wife and I. It's nice to actually call her my wife. So yay, put congratulations there on the comments or wherever you want to listen to this. But one thing that I have realized is that in every single situation, there is an iceberg moment. And iceberg moments are moments where people would think na, oh, grabe, ang ganda, ang saya. Oh, they have a perfect relationship. Oh, wow, that's a perfect wedding. But they don't see what happens underneath. A lot of people are like that. A lot of people have 10% being shown. Yun lang yung nakikita ng mga iba. But they don't actually show the 90%. And they don't intentionally hide it. Hindi naman nila tinatago. But it's just that the 90% is actually, it's naturally hidden. It's naturally hidden. And if you don't look close enough, you would always think that everything's perfect. You'd always think that, oh, this person has a perfect life. That person has a perfect life. Let me remind you right now, whenever you see successful people, whenever you see, great people, whenever you see, yung mga taong hinahangaan mo on social media, on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whenever you see them, I want you to always put it in your head that you're only seeing an iceberg. You're only seeing 10%. You really don't know what's happening. Like, you think about the big vloggers out there. You think about Kong. You think about, sino mga vloggers that you always see their lives on social media. And you always think na, ito yung buhay nila. But in reality, there's something way deeper than that. There's something deeper in their lives that they don't naturally show to people. Kami, in our wedding, there was my groomsmen actually took a video. So Take siya ng video. So if you're listening to this and you haven't watched that video, I'm going to put the link on that video. It was a TikTok video, and by the time that I'm shooting this, we gathered around 4 million views in 4 days. 4 million views in 4 days. That's what, 4%? That's 3 to 4% of the Philippines. Sobrang dami nang nakapanood. On Facebook, I got around 1.8 million. 1.8 million views on Facebook, and on TikTok, it's around 4 million views. More than 4 million views. And a lot of people are commenting. No, there's a mix of positive and negative there. A lot of people are commenting and saying, "Oh wow, grabe, they must have a perfect relationship." A lot of people are commenting na, "Oh grabe, ang saya naman nila. This is a perfect wedding." But what a lot of people don't understand and what a lot of people don't see is that in the preparation of that wedding, and even in the behind the scenes of that wedding, there were a lot of things that happened that were undesirable. Madami kami mga pinagdaanan na hindi namin gusto. Madami kami pinagdaanan na, oh man, I wish it was something different. I wish it went differently. But you know what? People only see the 10%. People only see what's on the surface level. Now, what is this teaching us? It teaches us 3 things. Number 1, it teaches us to never judge people. Whenever you see people out there and you think na, oh, grabe, siguro ganyan siya, kaya ganyan siya. If you see someone who's going through a problem and you're thinking, napakasungit naman ito, you have no idea what that person is going through. You have no idea bakit ganito ugali nitong taong to. Maybe lumaki siya sa isang environment na punong-puno ng trauma. Maybe lumaki siya sa isang environment na punong-puno ng kawalang hiyaan, di ba? And we're quick to judge, we're quick to label people without even understanding why is this person like this? Bakit ganito yung taong to? That's number 1. It teaches us to hold on and reserve our judgments until we get to fully understand and until we get to fully know the people. Diba? Until we fully get to know who the person is, sino ba talaga siya, bakit siya ganyan, ano yung pinaka-reason kaya siya naging ganyan. Until we get to understand that, don't judge. Hold on, reserve your judgment. Number 2, it teaches us to understand empathy. Empathy means putting yourself in the shoes of other people. And this is not easy, guys. Hindi madali to, no? Especially if you see a lot of successful people, billionaires, and you think that, oh, grabe, I want to be like them. No, man. Like, if you want to be like them, don't do what they're doing now. You have to do what they did before. Kasi most of us, we celebrate when the party is starting. But a lot of us are not even there during the preparation. Are you understanding this? A lot of us, dude, come on, man. Who doesn't want a party? Everyone wants a party. But a lot of us are not there during the preparation stage. When things are messy, when things are magulo, wala tayo dun sa preparation stage nila eh. Now, it's okay to celebrate with them, but we're not ready to celebrate fully if we don't understand what took place in the preparation. What took place in the preparation? And I think that's very powerful. That's what took place in the preparation. Okay, ganyan pala. Okay, ganyan pala. So I want to go. I want to celebrate with you because I know you worked your ass off for this. That's number 2. Last but not least, never underestimate the amount of action necessary for you to achieve your goals. That's a 3rd thing. Never, ever underestimate the amount of action that's needed for you to achieve your goals and your dreams. Now, I got this from my mentor, Grant Cardone, the 10X rule. No, sabi niya, a lot of us, we try to underestimate. We underestimate what is required for us to achieve our goals. We underestimate what is required for us to achieve our targets sa buhay natin. Because we think na, okay, maliit lang yan. You always have to think, if I have a goal and I have a target, that is only 10%. I need to prepare for the 90% as well. I don't just need to prepare for the 10%. I got to prepare for the 90% of problems that I cannot see yet. I need to prepare for the 90% of situation, the 90% of troubles that I cannot see yet. Kailangan kong paghandaan yung mga to. You can't just prepare for the 10%. You got to prepare for the 90% as well. In our wedding, A lot of people thought that, oh man, it was beautiful, it was magical. But from our eyes, no, may mga bagay kaming nakita na, man, I wish it was different. I wish it was something else. But it wasn't like that, you know? And what matters the most is you have to know. You have to know what's necessary. What's necessary, what's required for you to prepare. But I just want to add a bonus, though. The fourth bonus is this. Regardless of what happens in your life, regardless of what happens in business, you have to learn how to look at the good side. You have to learn how to look at the good side. Yes, it's okay to, be upset whenever you don't get to prepare for the 90%. It's okay to be upset whenever you don't get to prepare for what you know is necessary. Oh, grabe, I wish it was like this. You don't always get what you want in life. But you have a choice on how you're going to respond in life. Totoo yun. Life is not always going to be desirable. There will be a lot of challenges, a lot of pain. There will be a lot of situations where you think that I just want to give up. It's going to get hot. It's going to get cold. It's going to be a roller coaster ride. Pero kailangan mo tandaan, you have to remember this. No matter what life throws at you, ikaw lang yung may choice. You have the choice. You're the only person who is in control of your life. Now, it's either you make the decision to stop because you're tired, or you make the choice to continue and never give up. It's absolutely up to you. So as you're listening to this podcast, I hope you understand that icebergs in life, they're normal. You will always have icebergs. You will always have icebergs in life. And it's up to you, my friend. It's up to you to make the decision to keep going. You recognize the 10%, but you got to prepare yourself for the 90%. And don't you ever forget to be kind to people. Be kind to people, man. Yung mga successful na tao na nakita mo, you have no idea what they have gone through. If you're listening to this podcast and you're one of my followers na, gigil yumaman, gigil maging successful, let me say this to you. The first thing you got to do is define what success really is for you. What is success for you? Define it. Define the true meaning of success, because that's how you're going to work things around. That's how you're going to operate. That's how you're going to do things. But if you don't have a clear definition of what success is, you're iceberg, man. You're iceberg. You're going to have a hard time figuring out what is my 90%? What is my 10%? It's the character. It's what happens underneath that develops the person. Hey, you're listening to me right now. I just want to thank you. Share this podcast to someone. Share this video to someone if you think this is going to help them. And yeah, stay tuned for more. I'm going to be putting more podcast sessions, podcast episodes, and I hope 100%, I really hope that you guys got value from this. Whatever it is you're doing, I just want to remind you, no matter what life throws at you, no matter how loud, crazy, and noisy this world gets, you always have the choice to be louder. No matter how noisy the world gets,
No matter how loud the world gets,
our goal
is simple. Influence
and
and activate.
You can always be louder.